What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing kind of like a review on something, and that is my tunes. I haven't done a tune-related video in several months, mainly because I haven't been able to get new ones. My tuner apparently doesn't have access to a lot of the stuff that I wanted to have done with it, which is fine. You know, I should have expected it. But speaking of the tunes, we're going to be reviewing these tunes. These are, of course, the 87, 91, and 93 octane tunes provided by Speed. I would be doing this in the truck, but my suction cup is being used by my tuner, and it's also really crappy, so it wouldn't be very good for using for a video like this. So I'll be talking more in depth on the 93 tune because that's what I've been using. I haven't used the 87 tune in a long time. The last time I used it was when I did return from the second mechanic who put 87 in it and went ahead and flashed the tune on it to keep it from, of course, freaking way the heck out. So it's on the 93 tune now. I was back on the 93 tune now. It's been on that for a couple months. But we're going to go in depth on what I think of the 93 tune, and really I don't have any complaints. I mean, it drives as it should, and I will say the rumors are true that if you do get a 93 tune on one of these trucks, it will easily wake up the power band on it and will feel a lot better than stock. Especially in comparison to the 87 tune from Speed that I used to run on this truck when I was still running 87 all the time. That tune, I hardly really noticed anything on the 87 compared to factory. It really didn't feel that much faster or slower. It may have just been I wasn't paying attention that much or whatever. I do believe it probably made some sort of improvement, but it wasn't like that great. The 93 tune, however, is where everything went berserk with it. The 93 tune is where it added the most power, the best driving characteristics that the truck could offer, and easily the least gas mileage. The gas mileage is not that great in these things to begin with, let alone with a 93 tune with an old motor like mine. Mine's 231,000 miles and counting. So, I mean, obviously gas mileage isn't going to be that great, especially if you drive with a lead foot, like I tend to, up to speed. So, pretty much the 93 tune I love to death. What are some adjustments I want? Well, these are what I asked for and I couldn't get because Speed doesn't offer these on their mail order tunes. I bet if I went to their shop in Indiana and had it dyno tuned, that'd be one thing. But since I'm not about to make the drive just to get a tune put on, I of course wanted the popcorn tune. You guys may have paid attention to some of the live streams I've done where I've mentioned it. Pretty much, if you don't know what popcorn tune does, it pretty much makes it run rich and will allow the unburnt fuel to pop, and will cause, of course, lots of popping noises from your exhaust, which is always a really nice feature and a nice caveat to having that tune. Unfortunately, due to the setup on this truck, because it is so old, I'm assuming it's age related. I've seen like other Fords that are like a couple years newer than mine actually be able to get these tunes. I can't confirm this, but I'm assuming due to its age, that's probably why they weren't able to offer this, because this is a 2003 and it's an old motor. This is before direct injection was really big. So that probably explains part of it, the majority of it. Another thing I'd ask for is a red line upgrade, which I haven't gotten that far yet. I've wanted to up the red line to 6, but I haven't been able to. I'm more concerned about the motor's strength. I've heard some people say that it's dangerous to run these things to 6. I've seen the V6 Mustangs do it with their setups, the manual ones in particular. So I'm sure it's possible on these motors, but I don't know. That'd be worth talking to someone about who knows these motors more than I do. Pretty much from there, what is another thing I asked for? I asked for a couple things. One of the things I did get was a transmission boost. I got my transmission to shift a slight touch faster. You can definitely tell the difference between your first and second and your second and third, because, as I said in previous videos, they were only able to tune first and second and third and fourth, I believe. So that 1-2 and that 2-3 shift, no, that 1-2, the 3-4 shift are good and they're faster, but you can definitely tell when you're comparing 1 to 2 to 2 to 3. So I love that part. It's so fun. It's so weird feeling it go smooth and then slam and then smooth and then slam, because I used to have the shift pressures boosted on this as well, but I feel like the shift pressures is what killed my old transmission. So that's why I am avoiding using them this time around. I'm back at 0% stock values all the way around in the shift pressures, because I want to blow out another transmission. That was expensive, and I don't want to have to spin that again. And plus, if I do replace another transmission, it will be a TR6060. There's no doubt I will go manual next time this thing blows up a transmission, because I don't like the autos. I really don't.
The 5R isn't that great. I've said it before. Unless you have like an S or a W, like the Ford Mustang. If you have an E like we do, or when I say we, I mean like me and Hayden, both of our trucks have 5R 55Es. They suck, and they're unreliable and they're expensive to replace. So I'll either replace it with an XP1 built transmission next time, or I'll get a TR6060 no manual. I don't know yet, but hopefully that'll be a few years from now. I don't want to worry about it anytime soon. I hate to blow 2 transmissions out in 1 year. Pretty much, and speaking of the transmission, I did just finish break-ins. I have yet to go to wide open. I haven't. The most I've gotten is like 3/4 throttle. I have yet to really let it eat though. So I'll do a video on that eventually once I figure out how I want to do it, because of course I broke the head strap on the GoPro. I don't have a good phone mount for the windshield. It's all going to be up to how I get it to film. Yeah, I'll do a video also this year or later, probably next week, on my top 5 favorite mods that I've done on the truck in the last year. I didn't do too much in 2018, so we'll of course do that video next week for you guys. I just want to do this video because it's nice out and I really want to do just a cool video talking about the tunes, because I haven't spoken about it in a while. So I guess we're going to get down to the main topic of the video. Are tunes worth it on a sport track? I say yes, especially if you're a performance-oriented person, or if you're an economy-focused person. If you want an economy tune, they sell them for these. There's several guys you can go through. I went through Brent Speed because they were the first ones I found. I've heard about Unleashed Tuning, which is a very popular one for sport tracks. A lot of people use Unleashed. I forget who runs it though, who they said runs it, but I ordered a package off of Brent Speed's website, which was an SETX4. That is what I use. It also, of course, utilizes Brent Speed stuff. So I say they're worth it. If you want towing tunes, they can do it for you. I don't know about Brent Speed in particular, but I know Unleashed can. So if you go through Unleashed and get their X3, because I believe that's what they use, what they sell, they might use X4. I don't know. Go through them. I know they do towing tunes. I've heard them doing economy tunes and, of course, performance tunes. Like I said, the reason I use Brent Speed is because they're the first ones I came across, and I really wanted the X4. I like the X4 a lot more than the 3. The 3 is ginormous. And I couldn't hang it as easily as the X4, so that's why I prefer the X4. Even though in all honesty, I kind of want a BDX next time I do this. So, are tunes worth it? Absolutely. And they're worth it on any car, really. Just to really make the car come to its own. Pretty much stock tunes on most cars aren't that great. So, majority of the time, if you can just get it dyno tuned, I will say this, dyno tuning beats the email tunes by miles. I've seen so many cars go from an email tune to a dyno tune, and it's worlds of difference. So, if you really want the absolute best that your car can give you, go to getting a dyno tune. But if you're wanting just a quick start, just to get the car out of factory setups, tuning's easily one of the best things to go with. They're one of the most effective ways to get horsepower, and by far one of the coolest things to have. People ask me all the time, well, your car looks stock, what does it have? Well, it's just a tune. And then it whoops up on somebody, and it's like, whoa. It's pretty shocking when you get beat by a car that hasn't taken tune only. If just tune only. Some cars can really just make use of tune only. Anyway, that's the video for today. Are tunes worth it? Absolutely. If you want to, go ahead and get one. I'd say, I get comments all the time asking about if I'm happy with the tunes and are they worth purchasing, and I honestly think they are. So, all that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Yeah.